What's good? So, like, there was a topic I wanted to discuss, like, last week. I was so busy that I forgot. And my man DT3 the Boom Man, shout out to Boom, man. Y'all go sub to DT3 the Boom Man, bro. He brought up the topic, and I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I forgot to talk about. I was watching an interview with Crawford a week ago, and they were asking him about, I believe they were asking him about the fight, why Canelo didn't take on Benavidez. And then I heard Crawford say something like, well, it's all about how, don't quote me, but he's like, it's all about how you go about things, how you talk to people, how you. So in other words, Terence Crawford is agreeing with Canelo Alvarez straight ducking David Benavidez, right? And then Canelo always goes by this thing talking about Benavidez hasn't done anything, he hasn't accomplished nothing, and all this other garbage, right? And then when Crawford said that, a couple of things, like, kind of some alarms went off in my head. One alarm was, okay, well, bro, this is boxing, man. This is boxing. Now, I know Crawford is like, okay, well, he's feeling good because he got the fight over Benavidez, which I don't agree with. Benavidez deserved that fight, man. So Crawford is saying that in defense of his bag, right? But at the same time, like DT3 said, bro, this is boxing. This ain't talking nice. When he was running after Errol Spence, he wasn't talking nice to Errol Spence, right? He was in the middle of the water saying, Errol, where you at? Where your punk ass at? Y'all remember that, right? Yeah. So this is part of the game. So there's been videos of David Benavidez calling Canelo a pussy, and it's part of the game. I don't have no issues with that. That's supposed to make a fighter be like, oh yeah, I'm a bitch, I'm a pussy. Make me a bitch and a pussy when we get in the ring. That's what Canelo was supposed to do. That's what real warriors do. When somebody is challenging you, you step up to the challenge. Not make 1,001 excuses and talk about what somebody ain't accomplished and who they never fought when you fighting a bunch of people that ain't fought nobody. And then I didn't agree with Crawford. I didn't like him kind of agreeing with Canelo. Alarm number 2 went up. Listen, listen, man. We all got on Jermell Charlo's ass, because he was so friendly to Canelo before the fight and called him a big fan and all this other stuff, right? Well, listen, I'm gonna say this. I hope Terence Crawford don't go up in there and lay down, because before this, I put faith in Bud. I said, look, he ain't gonna go in there and lay down. He different. But he's sitting up here agreeing with the smoke being ducked. I can't ride with that, bro. And Crawford is my guy. And my thing is this. I haven't heard Crawford really say anything crazy about Canelo either. Why hasn't Crawford got in the water, searching for Canelo? You haven't seen him doing that before the Canelo fight was agreed upon, right? Why does everybody got to play nice with Canelo? Like, ooh, let's make sure we talk nice and don't say nothing bad about Canelo so we can get the big bag. I don't like that, man. And I'm telling you right now, Crawford is going to lose a fan if he goes in there and fights Canelo and don't give it his everything and he become a fucking fan. I can't rock with him no more. You know what I mean? How can you, get in the way of, how can you justify Canelo ducking David Benavidez just because you want the fight? So you okay with Canelo picking you over Benavidez? Okay, well, that would have been the equivalent of Errol Spence picking somebody at 140 to fight, or somebody at 130 to fight him instead of you fighting him. Would you have been all right with Errol Spence doing that? I don't think Bud would have liked that very much, now would he? So he got to understand where David Benavidez is coming from. I've been in this man division for all this time. He don't want no smoke with me. And I fought the best of the best. Excuse the glare. But I'm not liking a lot of the stuff that Crawford is saying, man. I'm not liking the nice stuff, and I don't like that, bro. Call it how it is. You saw a couple of people that Canelo ducked, but you don't want to say it because you scared that you're not gonna get the bag. What do people like? What is it with Canelo? Does he have like a spell over these dudes, or I just don't understand it, bro. And what I like about Benavidez is, yeah, you know what I mean? He knows. Benavidez knows Canelo was a nice chunk of change for him, but he's still talking shit. He's like, all right, cool. I don't get the bag, I don't get it, but I'm gonna talk my shit. You ain't gonna stop me from talking my shit. You feel me? Now Bud still says, I will win. You know, I will go in there and win. Okay, cool, but Bud been a little too timid with me, man, lately, man, when it comes to this Canelo dude. I'm a little bit concerned. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I told y'all, man, when I be feeling a little funny about shit, when it comes to these fighters, I ain't really never wrong. I'm not always 100%, but I'm gonna have to see how this play out, because Crawford over here defending Mr. Duckmaster and talking nice, and you know what I mean? And I'm like, uh-oh, here we go again. Hope not. You know, he gonna go right up in that same bucket with Jamel Charlo, man. But we gonna see. Shout out to DT Tweeter Boom, man. It's crazy. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to everybody, the Rebel Gang. It's Rebel Light Boxing. I love y'all. Catch y'all in the next one. I'm off this.